Hello, Jagged Nation, and welcome to second semester. This is your official video from me, just welcoming you back as we get started with second semester, prepare to get started with second semester, and just talk over a few things that we really learned from first semester. Right now, it appears, even though this first week that we're going to be in remote learning, that at some point in time, we're going to return to a very similar flow to what we had first semester. Of course, that means most of you will be coming to school 2 days a week. And while some of you will be in the virtual academy. But either way, whether you're in the virtual academy or you'll be coming to school face-to-face as we move along, we just want to talk about a few things that we learned for students who were successful during first semester. And I'm just going to run through a few things. The biggest thing that you're going to hear us stress to you over and over and over is that students who are successful in this environment work daily. Every single day they work. They do not fall behind. They don't wait till the end of the week. They don't wait 2 or 3 days and then try to complete all their assignments for 2 or 3 days. It is a recipe for disaster. We found that out first semester. Recipe for disaster to try to wait and complete things later in the week. You need to be working daily. Best practice is to not only work daily, but to work synchronously, meaning first period starts at 8:30, you're working on first period at 8:30. You're on meetings with your teachers. Most of your teachers you'll see this semester, when the class period begins, they're going to open a Microsoft Teams meeting, and you'll be able to go into that Teams meeting, hear them explain what's going on for the day, maybe see a short lesson from them, and then you'll be able to go about and complete your work for the day. But understand that either way, whether you're working synchronously or not, it's still extremely important for you to understand to work daily. Every single day that there's work dropped from your teachers, you've got to get up and get that work completed. That's the number one lesson from first semester. Students who really struggled were students who waited and tried to complete work after waiting 2 or 3 days. Students who were successful first semester stayed engaged with their teachers. And by engagement, I mean you're checking your email on a daily basis, checking your Canvas page on a daily basis. You're checking your Microsoft Teams for scheduled meetings. But just staying engaged with your teachers. One of the things we saw with students who failed first semester was large numbers of emails going out from teachers, from counselors, from administrators to those students being unanswered. So you've got to stay engaged. Again, daily, checking email, checking Teams, checking all of your communication channels so that you are up on the latest for all of your classes. It's challenging. I understand that. All those emails can get muddled together and be very difficult. But if you're checking them every day, several times a day as you go through your classes, hopefully that won't happen to you and you'll be able to stay on top of things. So the other thing that we saw was students who were successful first semester had parents who were checking up on them. So parents, this is note to you also. You need to be checking up on your students on a daily basis. You need to be making sure that you're checking their attendance. If they're marked absent, that means they didn't log in. They didn't do what they're supposed to do that day. So if you're checking PowerSchool for daily attendance, that's what you're looking for. Your students ought to be counted present every day. That means they signed in, they did the work. If they're marked absent, you're going to see that that's where they start to fall behind. We will be sending out a Connect Ed message every day at the end of the day for students who did not log into all their classes. So that'll be another way for you to get that information from us. But the best way is to go into the parent portal and check that daily attendance. Also, students who were successful last semester, they treated their remote learning days the same as their face-to-face days. So students who came to school 2 days a week and then had remote learning the other 3, they went home and they did their remote learning days. So students, just because you face-to-face does not mean you're going to be able to keep up with everything just coming to school those 2 days. It helps a lot. We want you here on those 2 days. It helps a great deal, but it's not enough. You've also got to treat your remote learning days. So obviously this first week, we're starting off with 4 remote learning days because you're not coming to school at all. That's 4 days. You need to be in there every single day logging in. If you're in the virtual academy, you got to be consistent. You got to be logging in every day. You can't wait 2 or 3 days and log in. And I've said that a few times, and I may sound a little bit like a broken record, but I want you to understand how important we think that is. If you are face-to-face, it's really important for you to come to school on your face-to-face days. So a lot of students who were unsuccessful last time, they chose face-to-face, but then they didn't come to school those days. And so then they also fell behind the remote. There were other problems. But if you chose to come face-to-face, we need you to come to school those 2 days. Those are what the teachers are teaching the classes with the plan of you being there those 2 days. And so if you don't come, it's going to hurt your chances of being fully successful in the class. Okay? Your teachers are going to be available to you during your class time. So if you've got first period, your teacher will be available to you from 8:30 to 10 approximately. You can check our bell schedule for those exact times. But that's when the teacher is going to be available to you to help you with questions. If you're waiting to do your work later in the day, some students can do that. But a lot of students are waiting till later in the day, and then they have questions, and their teachers aren't always available. Remember, teachers have lives too. They work during the workday. That's when they're available to you. You wait until 7 o'clock and send an email with a question, you may not get an answer to that till the next day. And then if you're not in that class time at that time, then you get the answer from the teacher the next day, but you don't get the answer till the next night, and it's a bad cycle to be in. So your teachers are going to be available to you during the prescribed class time. Make sure you are logging in as much as possible every day during your class time and keeping up with your work as you go. We know that's really important, and the reason is because as we look at the data from first semester, students who followed that advice, followed that pattern first semester were the ones who were the most successful. Okay, not 100%. There's always exceptions to the rules. But as a pattern, students who logged in and kept up with the work on a daily basis were students who were most successful. And we want all of you to be successful this semester. I can't wait till we get back to see all you face-to-face folks in the virtual academy. I hate that I'm going to miss you and not see you this semester, but I'm here for you. If you need me, email me, call me. We're here to help you. We want all of our students to be successful and stay on track to graduation. So when this is all over, you just look back on it as a bad memory, but we just move forward right on into the next phase. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Listen to all your stuff from your teachers too. They're going to have lots of these kind of videos, so listen to those too. Hope all of you have a great start to the school year or to the second semester. See you all soon.